because nigga, your mama's heartless. You grew up with your mother cursing you out. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, you know what I mean? There's all types of shit. This ain't nothing new. This what I really do though. I never took a loss on the internet yet. Word, you know what I mean? But let's go ahead and check out I want to check out this video with Rick Ross crashing out real quick. Let's check Ross out, son.
I'll show you Shreveport 50 Cent. So this. Rick Ross is going at 50 Cent. 50 actually reposted this video and said, this fool is at an open house talking about $100 million house. His house is available on Airbnb. What the fuck? Everything fake. The fuck out of here.
It's crazy.
Hold on, let's see.
Game with the young.
So, 50 took this video, put it on his page, and start airing Ross out. I'll get me wrong. I always be, listen, I'm able to pocket watch pretty well. Pretty good pocket watcher. I always be wondering, like, yo, nigga, like, where you be getting money from? How you able to afford this shit? You know what I mean? I just assume, you know what? Maybe he just got it. But, you know, and listen, I want Ross to do good, so I don't want him to think too hard about stuff like that. Like, you know, with people that you got love for, you don't want to think too hard about, like, how they making it. You know what I'm saying? So, Ross, I just say, you know what? Maybe he just the boss. You know what? He don't talk in that voice no more. You know what I mean? He talk more like, ain't no one going to speak on your behalf. Millie Mall.
I'm hustlers. I'm a boss.
All right, here we go.
Keeping it true to the culture. If I wanted to sell 250 the first week, you think Rose couldn't have played that game?
Nigga, you crashing out, Ross. Off rip, the numbers is bothering you. That's the first thing he wants. He said, you think about, yo, he getting into real, like, hard. When black men get emotional, they start sounding like single mothers. You know what I mean? They just start this finding ways to not take accountability at all. You know what I'm saying? No, he sounded like Brittany Renner saying shit like, you know, that could have been me, but I didn't want to be there and get cheated on. No, nigga, you was asked to leave. You was told to kick rocks. That's what really happened. Pardon me. That's your story. Don't get gas. That's like, I got a little gas. Don't get gas. You understand? Ross, you didn't know the game you didn't play was, you didn't, he did promote, but you didn't promote in ways that people give a fuck about. It's the reason why Hove always went and got new people who were about to blow, pause, on his new album. Because that way the album sounds new. You didn't do that. You made a bunch of like raw songs that just sound like you really just sound masturbation. I'm keeping it stacked with you. It just is, you know, I don't know. It's like a random like list of items. Because the thing about Ross is that Ross doesn't say anything. It doesn't say much that you can actually feel. And I think that's another thing about street rappers is that you have a very limited depth when it comes to like what you express, what you be talking about. And I don't know how you can address it, but the thing is that you don't create in a space where the person gets a chance to feel you. Because I don't know anything about Rick Ross. Or I'm sure there's that. I'm sure he has verses about his upbringing and his mindset. But it's like, you know, again, it's like Rick Ross is kind of like all image, all in like all flash, right? And the time when he was hot, that was more appropriate back then. And people like Drake and Kid Cudi, Wale, all these people, you know, Kendrick, all these people changed the game because they were transparent artists who their foundation was rapping about their real ideas and their life and stuff like that. Whereas like Rick Ross obviously does not rap about his life. He raps about a fabricated life. You know what I mean? Because, you know, he's the character Rick Ross is based on the actual, you know, dope dealer Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Freeway Ricky Ross. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm going to like the video. Like the video. Word.
Hype the video.
Word.
I love you. Shout out the chain.
Shout out the chain.
Say what up to Aaliyah.
Say what up to Aaliyah.
Peace.
Like the video, y'all.
Play to sell $250,000 the first week. That shit cheap.
No, it's not.
Y'all be talking about can't even show you a palm tree in their front yard. This $100 million house. Other share game with the young hustlers. I'm a boss. These say they could sell 300 gazillion streams in the first 3 weeks, but where your clothesline at then?
Oh shit.
Why you ain't selling no shoes?
Damn.
You should be able to sell protein shakes if you sell that many streams. Y'all should be selling peptides. You should be able to sell anything if those numbers weren't inflated. Now, Google all of the other assets outside of music. They spirits business, clothes business, this business, everything else. SMS audio, I've been.
Ross, stop it. We talking about album sales, niggas. Like, stop it. This is a false parallel. You draw false parallels. You're a bad artist. Put your schmuck away. Put your what's it called? Schmuck, apron, whatever. Whatever people wear, the white coat you wear when you paint stuff. Just, come on, bro. You're reaching, bro. You're going to hurt yourself reaching like that. You're going stop it. Stop. You need to go ahead and do a deluxe. Go ahead and get 8 songs. You need to call Drake. You need to call Drake. And you know what? I think I played this video before, but it's crazy seeing so many of these artists struggle. Like people that could have gotten features from Drake, how they not fell out with Drake, and you seeing all them struggle. Because in the end, like, yo, you needed Drake. Because, like, right now, listen, that album, matter of fact, people don't realize that. Also, collaborate because if you're a good artist, you should be learning by collaborating with another artist. By watching them do their thing, or listening to how you sound on this track. Is good because they hear yourself on a beat that you can choose, or maybe you wouldn't normally choose. And then that gets you into a whole different space. But hey, what do I know? But now, what I do know that, listen, go ahead. You need to go ahead and get 6 bangers, and say, yo, check out the deluxe version, and so that you kind of can get like another go at this shit. You know what I mean? And we need to go ahead and do like 20 remixes, and really body that shit. You gotta, and that's another thing too about rappers. A lot of rappers don't realize, yo, you do not have the ability to think to progressively rap better. And I noticed this with a lot of artists. A lot of artists don't make me feel like, wow, like you're rapping better. I feel like Jay-Z is like Jay-Z, Drake. Like I feel like Jay-Z was at the beginning of like seeing rappers become better over time. You know what I'm saying? Because Jay kept, basically updating his flow, like rapping differently, delivering his raps differently. You know what I mean? And just his intuition, his ability to hear a track and know exactly how you should be attacking that track. You feel me? So let this rock a little longer.
It's crazy. These say they could sell 300 gazillion streams in the first 3 weeks, but where your clothesline at then? Why you ain't selling no shoes?
Shoes.
Before he had also said
Little
something
titties.
about
I want to go viral.
about 50 Cent's Shreveport business opportunity that looked
God damn, that blackout crazy, nigga. He going 06 Ross.
like it might be collapsing or whatever. He ran into some little hiccups in Shreveport. He wanted some tax breaks and when you move like big businesses to like towns like that, they usually give you incentives to come there because you're going to create job opportunity for a lot of people in the town. And whatever 50 wanted, he didn't get. I could Google it real quick and just kind of show you Shreveport 50 Cent. The latest on it is that, let's see, he was threatening to pull back on Shreveport projects. Basically, he can't get the deal he's really looking for. He says the people who are in position to want things to get better, and he says these people in Shreveport just don't want to get things to get better. He said, I only make deals that make sense. I'm going to have to pull back. So he's threatening to not do the deal. Anyway, we had Rick Ross who spoke about it.
This morning, so Curtis, I ain't finished with you. I saw you making excuses of why you was kicked off the shows, blamed it on the black woman. She's the creator. She wrote it. It's her show. Ghost was her show. Kanan was her show. She gave you $3,500 an episode. Just to do little posts and all that. Be loyal to the black woman the way you are to Eminem. She gave you an...
Ooh, he put the blackout on and got spicy. Talking spicy with the blackout on. Okay, Ross. Ross said, he said, I ain't finished with you, Kurt. He called about the government, right? Yeah, now Ross definitely in his feelings. Because Ross is reading what everyone's saying online. and how you talking about him and whatnot. Because the thing is that I feel like Ross is better than this, you know. And again, I heard the album. I didn't think it was bad, nothing like that. But I mean, I can't say that like, you know, I'm running to hear it again. Cause I mean, cause like his thing about music, like if whenever you make the listener feel like they got you figured out, you lose the listener, and that comes from just this simply not really being interesting, you know. And I think that's something that a lot of people just aren't really, how can I say, they're just not cognizant of when it comes to creating, you know. So like one thing that you want to start hearing is like, yo, is one of my goals is for one become more creative with like my ideas of what lyrics are, how I say them, how I say every single word. You know what I mean? And using my voice and turn you turn my voice to an instrument. I understand the importance of doing something different and also trying to tell a different story. Right? And I'm gonna be giving y'all some really cool stories in a minute. But yeah, man, Rick Ross is listen. He's having chocolate rage right now. It's chocolate privilege. Because you know, with chocolate privilege, you know what I'm saying? Because people will have a natural endearment for chocolate people, so that you know they don't really challenge a lot of things they say. That's another reason why he's talking like this. And he's popping it like this. The nigga came back, right? With chocolate rage, a lot of times you ninjas can't take your L's and just keep it moving. Ross is trying to convince people that 50 Cent is the one failing. As far as this story, it makes all the sense in the world. If the numbers don't work, you just can't do it. He's doing the same thing he did with Drake. And we're starting to kind of see like, yo, social media has really exposed a lot of y'all as being lame and having bad personalities and having a poor sense of honor. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna just rock a little more.
Opportunity. But I heard you say you finna release new music with Eminem and Tupac.
Why do you laugh like that?
Hey, boy, Pac been dead 30 years. Let the man rest in peace. Man, Eminem, come on now. Come on. Come on, Curtis. Put them shoes out, let them flop, and do your Tony Yayo, Lloyd Banks.
I'm kind of glad this beef is like heating back up just for the commentary and fuckery. Like, this is hilarious. You know what's crazy? These guys been beefing for,
for years,
it's going
bro.
on 20 years. I think their beef started like 07. No, 08.
I can't stand when niggas don't got storylines right. That was '09, bro. Definitely '09. It could have been 2000. Nah. You know what? It might have been 2008. You know I'm lying. You know what? He's right. It might be '08. Yeah.
08 or 09? Okay, at latest 09. But like, I think it's 08. We're like almost 20 years since they've been beefing. And I'm so happy that they're kind of like still both funny and they still like take shots at each other.
Facts.
So sis, and shit, I mean, I guess 50 and Ja Rule, they've been beefing since like '01, right? Yeah, so for that's a 25-year-old beef. Damn.
Remix, baby. Come on, baby, let's go. I want to go viral this morning, so Curtis ain't.
It got awkward for the writer, for the showrunner, because she felt like it was registering as a 50 Cent show instead of her show. And that turned into, it got weird with her behaviors and the things that was going on behind the scenes with her. And then it also was friction between her and Amari, because he was feeling like he was the lead and the star of the show. So she was having a problem with anybody who was leading the show because she felt like it was her show, like it was hers. And it was a show rightfully as a writer, but he is the star of the show. Omari would have died, Ghost Must Die, he would have died where Kanan died, that much earlier. She planned to kill Omari's character off right there. And I'm like, nah. I can feel how the general public was feeling about it, and I knew that was not the right decision. And I was saying, well, she said, well then, if he doesn't die, something has to happen, something big has to happen. And I'm like, me, I killed my character. Like, I got other shit to do. I could go be 50 Cent, and then I don't have to be here anymore. Like, look, it got awkward for the right.
So 50 said the showrunner didn't like him, and
I took a pay cut to be there the entire time that I was on a show like that. I was being paid in the very beginning $17,000 per episode, while executive producing the show, or being the music supervisor, pretty much for then doing the theme song and all the promotion and publicity. It wasn't until the third season that they would accept the show on Good Morning America without me being there. I'm technically the star of Power until I introduce.
He's kind of right. What interview is this? He's kind.
So now Power is a show, you know, that came out a long time ago now, about 10 years ago now. And you know, the main character of the show was Ghost Amari Hardwick. And even in this conversation, right, you hear what she's saying. How do you have the main character and kill the main character off? I'm sorry about you, the camera. How do you have a main character and kill off the main character? I remember Angry Man had broken this down. I wish I could watch that video. He was talking about how when it comes to stories for black men, it's always pretty much the black everyone hates him and he has no friends. And because at the end of all these shows, they kids turn on him. They families turn on him. The business associates turn on him. He was, in particular, he was referring to the end of I think it was a Snowfall, and the Franklin Saint character, and how he started and how he wind up in the very end, and all the people who were close to him and what they had to do with it, and for the most part, that's just life for most black men in general. And that's just, and maybe that's life for people in general, right? And you know, I don't know. Where, you know, you're going to meet your downfall to be sabotaged by people that was closest to you, you know? But yeah, so even with the situation right here, this was a situation where black women they sabotage their opportunities and ruin good things. Because you got to remember that, 50 Cent did do the intro music, and and those were good songs. A rap like 50 Cent doing the intro song for the show is a big deal. Also, people started watching the show as well because he was in the show. All right, because everyone that was in that show was like really big, leading men or big names. There wasn't no big names involved in that cast. Like you had one of the members of the 3LW, which I still thought that was poor casting, because I felt like with a role like that, the boss's wife was supposed to be beautiful. And not that anything was wrong with her. I don't think she did a bad job as far as the acting or anything's wrong with her physically, but she's not, when you think of the kind of woman that someone that's on Ghost level would be with, again, I think a finer woman would have been warranted. You know what I'm saying? A finer actress would have been a little, would have made a little more sense. And the Spanish woman he wound up being with is like way finer than his wife. That's, you know what I mean? So they know. So there's that. That's weird, But yeah, I'm gonna play this a little more. But this dynamic always plays out where people can't play their part. It's so important to know your place in the terms of the grand scheme of things. No one knows you like that. Well, at least I don't know this person like that. And maybe you are a decorated writer and whatnot. But if you're having success, your main concern should be with your success. I mean, and you having a stake in it and knowing that this is yours, or this is a big part of it is yours. But what he was speaking to was the fact that this is a production. We're all helping to make this a success. It's not just you. It's not just your show. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, her saying that, this is coming across as a 50 Cent show. So the hell what? You know how many writers wish they had a huge cosign? This being ungrateful. And that's nothing that's on full display too. Is that no matter what you give them, they can't find. Listen, if that was a white man, if that was a white pop star, who gave her a show where he did the intro and did the music and helped pick the songs and also starring the show, nigga. If goddamn Brad Pitt, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to that's not a good example. If Justin Timberlake was in Power and he did the intro song for Power and stuff like that, man, she wouldn't have said nothing. She wouldn't have said nothing, and she be doing favors for Justin.
Kinda right. I can't knock it.
Interscope was the West, when it was East Coast, West Coast going on. I went over there and kicked their ass up and down the street. You should see, I've been kicking their ass ever since. I got it. Like, this is what, it's just like my lifestyle now. I just kick ass for a living. It goes over me. Acting in a show, that was one of the cool ones. Listen, that he wanted to do it. I didn't mind killing Kanan when it came time. It was one of those things where, look, at some points, when people have success for the first time in their career, sometimes they need it to be all theirs, right? So the difficult thing is if they have their success for the first time and it's a 50 Cent show, it is a 50 Cent show. Like, publicly, people look at it like it's presented by 50 Cent. It's 50 Cent. The story is from Southside Jamaica, Queens. Everything is 50 Cent tied to the show. The music that's playing is 50 Cent. It got awkward for the writer